Hello, I am Odin Vali and this is my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about my thoughts on Dragonflight after playing for 10 hours. But first, I want to cover the kind of player I am, so that you have some background information to go along with this review so you know where it's coming from. I started playing WoW back in 2008 when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and continued playing every expansion since then, including the WoW Classic servers released by Blizzard.
My son, the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas.
Along my journey, like many others, I found my endgame interests being pulled in different directions. Some expansions, I have been more interested in Mythic Plus dungeons, some have been raiding, and some have been collecting, but I have consistently handled the start of expansions the same way. I am the kind of player that uses guides and tries to follow the meta the best I can. Not stopping to read the story in my main character's playthrough, but rather I wait until I play on my alts to really get a feel for what the overall story of the expansion is. At least outside of the awesome cutscenes. So in brief, I use guides to mark the path I'm going to take, and for Dragonflight I'm using Zygor's guide, specifically going for the guide that covers both the main story and all the side quests in each zone. Don't worry, this is not an ad. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about my progress in Dragonflight so far. I'm currently 10 hours into Dragonflight, sitting about level 66, and completely finished with the first zone of the expansion. And all I have to say is, wow. It may be that WoW Classic has just got enough of a hook into me, or it's that the expansion is just that good. The leveling pace is great. Being the level that I am in the first zone feels awesome, as I am trying to rush to level 70 to catch up with the initial wave of players. It's a big change from how Shadowlands felt, where I don't think I hit max level until I finished probably the last zone. Speaking of the Dragonflight zones, I think they're phenomenal. From the moment I was flying in on the airship, I felt immersed in the area. So much more than I felt when I entered Shadowlands for the first time. Now, for the dungeons. I have only tried 2 of them thus far, but I'm loving them so far. You can see the passion in the developers within these zones, for sure. The characters around the story are actually relatable, and I find myself interested in the story of the expansion once again, and that's almost strictly from hearing the story bits from the cutscenes. Speaking of the cutscenes, they are fantastic. That's all I can say. We have all seen them, and I think we all can agree they are great. Blizzard really knocked it out of the park with the beginning of this expansion, and I gotta say, I can't get enough of dragon riding. It feels like a different game. I'm only 10 hours in, and some of you are gonna want to string me up for giving a hasty review. But so far, Blizzard has a very rock-solid foundation for the expansion, and I'm hoping the other zones live up to the hype the first one has given me thus far. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. I do have a few issues that I've run into thus far. For instance, gear has been a bit of an issue for me. I didn't go hardcore in Shadowlands, and to be honest, I didn't really like the last expansion, or the last 3, to be honest. So I'm not coming into the expansion all geared out like most of you probably are. Meaning every upgrade I can receive is crucial for the pacing and feel for the leveling journey for myself. And I gotta say, I'm getting very little gear replacements for the existing gear that I had. Not only that, but I tried to supplement some dungeons while I was questing, and I don't know about you guys, but it's taking forever to find a group. This could be the fact that I'm starting a little bit behind the initial wave of players, and that currently all the players that are currently playing are working on their level 70 characters, gearing them up in heroics. But 2 out of the 3 dungeons I was able to do so far, they were already at the end. So it just must be my luck. Overall, if I was going to give my initial review for Dragonflight, I'd have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's really good, and overall, I think that it has the potential to revive the game in a big way. I think that it can bring back that hype that the previous expansions has given the game. And I'm talking before, I would say before Legion. Legion, I think, is where it all went downhill for myself. So I'm talking the hype of Wrath of the Lich King, maybe the Wrath of the Lich King Classic as well. I think it can bring back that kind of hype. But we'll see what I think when I'm doing the endgame content. I don't want to set the bar too high, too early. That's why I'm giving it an 8.5 for now. And we'll see what my final review is once I've got my feet wet in endgame content. That's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching until the end. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments, and if you're interested in supporting the channel, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button. If you want to catch me live on Twitch, the link is down in the video's description below. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Peace.